Have you ever checked your bank account on payday, felt pretty good for about 5 minutes, and then somehow watched most of that money disappear before the next paycheck even arrived? Maybe you've told yourself, this month will be different. This month I'm finally going to save. And then life happens. The rent comes out, the groceries cost more than expected, your car needs repairs, a friend invites you out, and somehow, despite your best intentions, your savings account still looks exactly the same. If that's you, you're not alone. What's fascinating is that once people reach that number, saving often starts feeling dramatically easier. Why? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. And if you're someone who's trying to build savings, improve your financial future, and stop feeling stressed every time an unexpected expense shows up, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Now, here's the thing. Most people think saving money is a math problem. It's not. It's primarily a psychology problem. According to data from multiple consumer finance surveys, a large percentage of Americans struggle to cover an unexpected expense of just a few $100s without borrowing money or using credit. Think about that for a second. Not because people are lazy, not because they don't care, but because the early stages of saving feel incredibly slow. Imagine you're pushing a car that's stuck in mud. The hardest part isn't keeping it moving. The hardest part is getting it moving. Money works surprisingly similarly. Let's say you're starting from zero. You decide to save $200 per month. After 1 month, you have $200. After 2 months, $400. After 6 months, only $1,200. The progress feels painfully slow. Your life doesn't look different. Your stress level barely changes. And because the reward feels small, your brain starts asking a dangerous question. What's the point?
This is where most people quit. But here's what most people don't realize. The first $5,000 isn't important because of the money. It's important because of what it does to your behavior. When you have zero savings, every unexpected expense becomes a financial emergency. A $300 repair feels catastrophic. A medical bill feels overwhelming. A surprise expense immediately destroys your budget. But once you have a few $1,000s saved, something changes. You stop living in constant financial defense mode. Instead of reacting to emergencies, you start absorbing them. And that psychological shift is huge. Look, imagine walking a tightrope 100 feet above the ground. Terrifying, right? Now imagine walking that same rope with a giant safety net underneath. The rope didn't change. You changed. Your confidence changed. Your willingness to keep moving changed. Savings create that financial safety net. And this is where it gets really interesting. The reason saving becomes easier after $5,000 has nothing to do with discipline. It has to do with momentum. Let's do some simple math. Suppose you've built your first $5,000. Now an unexpected $500 expense appears. Before, that expense would have wiped out your progress completely. Now it only reduces your savings by 10%. That's frustrating, but it doesn't send you back to zero. You keep moving forward. Behavioral economists call this the progress principle. People become significantly more motivated when they can see meaningful progress toward a goal. At $200 in savings, you don't feel wealthy. At $500, you don't feel wealthy. At $1,000, maybe not even then. But at $5,000, for many people, that's the first time they feel financially capable. And feelings matter more than most financial experts admit. Now, you might be thinking, that's great, but saving $5,000 still feels impossible. Fair point. So let's make this practical. Step number 1, stop focusing on $5,000. Seriously, your brain hates giant goals. Instead, focus on your next $100, then the next $100, then the next. Nobody climbs a mountain by staring at the summit. They climb it one step at a time. Step number 2, automate everything. If you wait until the end of the month to save what's left over, you'll save what's left over, which is usually nothing. Set up an automatic transfer the day you get paid, even if it's only $25 or $50. Consistency beats intensity. Step number 3, create one specific sacrifice, not 10, one. Maybe it's food delivery. Maybe it's impulse Amazon purchases. Maybe it's weekend spending. Find the biggest leak and plug it. Most financial progress comes from fixing one major habit, not 20 tiny ones. And finally, step 4, track your progress visually. This sounds simple,
but it's incredibly powerful. Your brain loves visible evidence of progress. Use a chart, use an app, use a notebook. I don't care. Just make the growth visible. Because motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. The more progress you see, the more progress you want. And that's exactly why the first $5,000 feels impossible. You're building habits before you're seeing rewards. You're pushing the car before it starts rolling. You're laying the foundation before the house exists. But once you get there, everything changes. Not because you're suddenly rich, not because life becomes easy, but because you've proven something to yourself. You've proven that you can save. You've proven that you can delay gratification. You've proven that you're capable of building wealth. And once your identity starts changing, your financial future changes with it. Remember, the goal isn't really $5,000. The goal is becoming the kind of person who can save $5,000. Because once you've done that, the next $5,000 becomes much easier. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments how much you've currently saved toward your emergency fund. And remember, building wealth isn't about giant breakthroughs. It's about small wins repeated long enough to become life-changing results. I'll see you in the next one.